everyone, and welcome to Flashback. The MSI group stage has just concluded and the 6 top regional teams have been whittled down to 4. Let's see what went down. North America's Team Liquid looked to grab their first win at MSI when they faced off against the Vietnamese underdogs EVOS Esports. However, in the 24th minute, EVOS shocked Team Liquid with a massive teamfight win turned Baron. Minutes later, and with their backs against the wall, Team Liquid stood firm against EVOS' Baron-fueled siege and the comeback was on. But EVOS put an end to Team Liquid's comeback bid with a massive teamfight win that proved to be just enough to bring down the North Americans and prove that EVOS Esports can hang with the best teams in the world. Day 1 of the group stage concluded with a hype matchup between Korean powerhouse Kingzone DragonX and China's Royal Never Give Up. Kingzone wasted no time jumping out into the lead with a silky smooth tower dive that decimated RNG's bot lane. They weren't finished there, and a double flank by the Kingzone solo laners caught RNG by surprise, and while the Chinese squad did their best to hang on, Kingzone methodically shut them down, showing just how dominant they are. After failing to win any games on day 1, fans were worried when Europe's Fnatic were ready to square off against tournament favorite Kingzone DragonX. Fnatic came ready and challenged Kingzone with proactive early game play, and their momentum carried through the mid-game with epic teamfighting and clean Baron control.
Weaver forced away by Khan, but Khan now has to pop the Sanguine Pool, but picking it up. Prey is dead, Reckless jumps in, Peanut has to leap the hell away from there, and he's forced out.
So with the lead and minions crashing into Kingzone's base, Fnatic rushed in to burst down the Nexus and take a huge victory. Taiwan's Flash Wolves had a chance to keep their MSI record perfect as they took on Royal Never Give Up. Their strategy looked like it was in jeopardy when RNG started to find holes in their game plan.
Goodbye, Betty. Uzi grabs himself kill number 1.
But the Flash Wolves never felt the pressure, and after taking Baron, they took advantage of Letme's overambitious flank to best Uzi and company for a clean 4-0 record.
To get himself away, Letme into the back line, but he's all alone. He's isolated, having to flash out. He can't quite do what he wants to do, instead get taken down.
On day 3, Team Liquid looked to finally get on the board with a win when they took on Royal Never Give Up. The North Americans jumped out to an early lead with beautiful ganks that boosted their bot lane ahead. Even though they were trailing, RNG found what seemed to be the game-turning fight when they caught out Liquid in the river.
And RNG find the teamfight, they want a double jump on the back line as well, and RNG have found the perfect opportunity to collapse on Team Liquid.
But Xsmithy blast-coned over the wall for an epic Baron steal that snatched the momentum right back from RNG.
He's gonna jump in to score, and Xsmithy gets it, and Team Liquid are able to get out as well. In fact, survives, Double Lift survives, and Team Liquid survive in this game.
And after that, Double Lift nailed headshot after headshot as Team Liquid downed RNG for their first win of the tournament. Kingzone had a huge task ahead of them to take down the undefeated Flash Wolves and move into a tie for first place. But the Flash Wolves had a top lane Yasuo up their sleeve that caught the Koreans off guard. And in the 25th minute, Hanabi came up absolutely huge with a flank that decimated the Kingzone backline and guaranteed the Flash Wolves an uncontested Baron.
Kingzone are dethroned here by the Flash Wolves. It's 4-0.
Betty wasn't about to let Hanabi have all the fun, and when Kingzone desperately attempted to contest Flash Wolves at the Baron, he unleashed a bio-arcane barrage of damage that obliterated the Koreans and kept the LMS representatives perfect in the group stage. But Flash Wolves' perfect record couldn't last forever, especially once they faced a rematch with Fnatic. The only thing that was perfect in the end was Broxah's timing as he stole the Baron not once.
Where's it gonna go? They got it for Fnatic! Here again, TP coming in, Flash Wolves looking good. Oh man! He does it! Broxah, the hero of Fnatic!
But twice, to defeat the Flash Wolves and help Fnatic pull off another huge upset victory.
It's 2 dead on the side of the Flash Wolves. Fnatic have lost no one just yet, and Betty will fall to Reckless!
Team Liquid needed a win against Fnatic to keep their hopes of staying in the knockout stage alive. They were locked in from the start, picking up kills and taking objectives decisively. However, a huge wombo combo from Fnatic nearly sent the North Americans into a tailspin.
Fnatic get the kill on Paul Bouncer, and now Impact has to run.
But after taking a hotly contested Baron,
Broxah's across the wall, suppressed and will go down.
Team Liquid got back on track and finished off Fnatic to give themselves a glimmer of hope to make it to the knockout stage. Day 5 of the group stage was insane. After coming in as tournament favorites, Kingzone Dragon X dropped to a locked-in 3rd seed, but that was just the beginning. Fnatic had 2 chances to knock Team Liquid out of playoff contention, but they couldn't find the win they needed, which set up a do-or-die tiebreaker with the North Americans for 4th place. Meanwhile, Flash Wolves and Royal Never Give Up both finished 7-3 in the group stage, and it came down to a tiebreaker to see who would lock in 1st place. At the end of the day, it was time to find out who's first and who's out. First up in a tiebreaker match for 1st place was a clash between Royal Never Give Up and the Flash Wolves. Unfortunately for the Taiwanese representatives, Uzi's hot streak continued as he tore apart his bot lane matchup, and a beautiful bot lane dive catapulted RNG even further into the lead. Reeling and falling further behind, the Flash Wolves couldn't hang on as RNG took 1st place behind Uzi's dominant carry play.
Claim that number 1 position. They've evaporated 1. They're going to look for the 2nd. They've got that a double for Uzi, looking for number 3. He's going to find it. Can he get more?
But Fnatic needed to pull it together when they had one last chance in a tiebreaker to knock Team Liquid out of MSI and lock in the 4th seed. It got off to a rocky start for the Europeans when Team Liquid read their jungle invade like a book. But 16 minutes in, Fnatic suddenly switched on and jumped out to a lead. Caps was clearly smurfing as he stacked up kill after kill.
Can he even find Whipple? That's the question. As
Doublelift is coming.
Down, gets pushed around, Caps finds yet another. It's 9-4 in kills. Doublelift wants in, Impact the same, but he's got to respect Caps. The flash forward, the damage might just be there. Doublelift does finally get 1. Play to be made, looking for the hard engage, and not going to get it just yet. Ole actually doesn't grab the teammate. He never hits the Devour. The bot lane is gone.
And finally, Fnatic settled the memes, dispatched Team Liquid from MSI, and secured the 4th and final knockout stage seed. Now, the final 4 go to Paris for the semi-finals. RNG will play Fnatic, and Flash Wolves will take on Kingzone Dragon X in a best-of-5. Will Korea win for the 3rd year in a row, or can China reclaim the MSI title? Or will a new region lift the trophy this year? Tune in at 12 noon CEST on Friday, May 18th when the semi-finals begin, because you don't want to miss it.